Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Diary of a Professional. This is Ashley here.
Blue.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
So, we got to go into our gratitudes.
Yeah.
So,
All right, girl.
yes, you
All
go.
right. We're going to pull something out. We are going to pull something out.
Yes, yes.
Um, you know what? I am grateful for some of my gifts. You know what I mean? Like we talented, we wonderful, we whatever. But the other day I was feeling for like a nice little drink, and I love a mixologist. I love being served, but sometimes I don't want to pay being served money. My little mini bar, I think I had like 7 different wines, and I just made me some sangria, had some fruit in the fridge, and let me tell you, it's popping. So I'm grateful for myself for being able to just, be inventive and creative enough to do what I have to do for myself.
I'm not gonna lie, your drinks are really good. There was a moment in time I was coming to your house on a regular, and then you would get the mint from the backyard,
Yes!
giving me some nice drinks. I'm not even gonna try to hate or
I
anything.
got you.
You do
Yes.
make some good drinks. You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Ooh, and I got a white version too. So she out here diversifying her portfolio.
Ooh. Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Well, I think I am grateful for heading towards the end of my 33rd year of life. Yeah.
The Jesus year.
Yeah, the Jesus year. And the Jesus year has been very interesting for me. A lot of growth, mentally, spiritually, and I feel like it has been transformative for me.
Uh-huh.
I really do feel like it was a rebirth for me. So I'm grateful for a lot of teachings that came along the way this year.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to embark on my 34th year. I
I
think
love that.
that's what I'm grateful for.
You know what? And on top of that, that's wonderful because the teachings will come, but the lessons aren't always learned. So the fact that you learned the lessons, that's really where the growth is at. So
Applying it,
baby.
applying what you've learned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So, let's get into our topic. I really wanted to talk about because it is the holiday season, y'all. Like,
Ain't it? It's more about just cuffing. So yes.
We're in the holiday season, and I wanted to discuss how we should cope and handle being with family during the holiday season. I know everything is happy and jolly, ray, 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 tay, tay, tay. However, let's be honest, we can't choose our family.
No.
And it's okay if you have feelings of just like, oh my gosh, like just get me through the season that I can just be to myself and not have to be asked all these kind of questions, invasive questions, be around people who may not care to be around you. So I just want to talk about that. Let's talk about what we don't talk about.
Okay,
during the holidays.
It's already bad enough that, at least on this part of the world, it's getting colder, it's getting darker earlier, all of that. But we be hitting back to back to back to back. Like it's Thanksgiving followed by Christmas and New Year. It's just a lot. And you already is there enough mental preparation for some of the people that you have to deal with?
No.
No.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I think we fail to put in, I don't, not for everyone, but there are times
Right.
we fail to put in those boundaries for ourselves
Mm-hmm.
during the
Mm-hmm.
holiday season to make us feel comfortable, to feel okay, to be at peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, we always got that one auntie that has a lot to say about you in your life, where you going, what you doing, why you ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm. What you look like, what's going on at work, what's going on with this, why haven't you done this yet? Yeah.
you know.
And has a whole audience because those be the ones who it's like they almost said everyone gather around, I'm ready to roast. And we're not talking about the turkey. Like,
No, not at all. Not at all. So I feel that I don't feel like it's not discussed enough in our community.
yeah.
It's not. We make jokes about it. We make memes about our Thanksgiving clapbacks and ray, tay. But what do we do to protect our peace?
Mm-hmm. I don't. It's crazy because we're grown, we're in our 30s, we're doing it for ourselves, we pay our own bills, we whatever. But sometimes it's something about the holidays that obviously because you do it as your family, and it's almost like we regress back to that child that we were when our parents would bring us, and what's coming, and it's always like, so how's school, how's this and that. Like, it's an interrogation, it's not a conversation. Let's be very clear, a lot of it is not conversation. So even in my big age, whether it's that older cousin or auntie or uncle or whoever, or that plus one that someone's been bringing forever, it always just feels like an interrogation.
Exactly. And I feel like for me, when I was younger, I just had to sit there and just answer questions and just smile and be the respectful child. But honestly, these days, when I start feeling like it's becoming an interrogation, I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to go get something to eat. Do you need anything? I'll just cut it very like, whoop. Do you need anything? I'm going to get up and get something to eat. Do you want me to pass you anything? Respectful, cool, not trying to retaliate with a smart remark, just because I know that's not for me. It's too overwhelming for me. It's like,
Right.
I don't think you need to know that. Or I don't feel like you need to judge what I'm doing with my life right now.
Yeah.
And I think now, in my big age, I'm more comfortable of saying no, but in a respectful way. Or in a way that's like getting me out of it,
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Sometimes, depending on the situation, because, I am thankful for family and the fact that, I can go to my mom's side, dad's side, whoever's side, extended family, really close friends, I can do that. And because I have the ability to do that, I choose where I want to go. And, sometimes I have to be like, oh, Mom, you can go here, and I'm going in my car because I'm going to leave when I want to leave. I'm going to show up when I want to show up. I'm going to leave when I want to leave. And that's just going to be that. And I'm going to probably go to my favorite one first because that's where the food, where I want to go and have and get stuff on y'all. So I don't even feel like I'm obligated to stay. I don't need to have whatever you're offering. And,
I like that. I haven't reached that yet. That part yet. With my mom. I'm going to just show up when I show up and leave. I haven't reached that point yet. I still got that inner childhood work to do.
Yes, I understand.
But that is a great point, as well, to pull up whenever you feel you want to pull up and leave whenever you want to leave, not feeling obligated to stay there at all. I feel like that changes the game as well. And it's funny because I usually like to leave my favorite place for last.
Fair enough. I can see that. I'm
like, yeah. I'll hang out with the one crowd. Okay, cool. Then I'm like, oh, I gotta go because I know by the end of my night, I'm gonna end it right.
I'm not bad at that either, but I also know that if I'm at my favorite place and the spirit is telling me, girl, it's not time to leave yet, and I end up spending my whole night there, I'm good. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I got caught up. Oh, yeah, we was drinking. It's not safe. I had to, or I'm just not giving you an explanation. Oh, you didn't see me? I'm going to see you for the next one, girl. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
And that's the thing too. I feel like we don't have to over explain ourselves either. I feel like with family we feel the need
All the time.
to over explain
All the time.
ourselves, but we don't really have to.
No.
Like,
And
yeah.
it's true. And, obviously it's whatever, it's a couple of hours. There's at least one or two people there. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like everything is so damn contentious, but it's just, if we're coming together to be family and celebrate, like, let's just do that. This is not the time to catch up on, like, let's catch up on what's on Netflix. You don't need to catch up on what's on my life. Like, let's do that. Let's watch whatever football game or basketball game is going on, root for your team, whatever, drink whatever, and let's just keep it light and cute. You know what I mean? Because if we had that relationship where you're going to be in my business, then it should be more than once or twice a year. You can call me. We live in the same state, probably the same county. I don't know. So this does not need to be the time. It really doesn't.
No, exactly. And that's the thing, is like, you only see me X time of year, and you're like, knowing these kind of info about me,
Yeah.
why should I share it as well?
Yes.
So I feel like as I get older these days, I just have less tolerance for these things.
As you should. And I think that's why Friendsgivings have been so popular, because you literally get to curate the list, the people you want there, what the tone is going to be like, what the food is, because quiet as kept, not every auntie who throws, who's hosting is necessarily the best cook. Just saying. So that can be an issue too. Like, why do I have to put this on my plate when it's never been hitting and nobody want to tell her where the salt and the seasoning's at? It's crazy to me. Like, that's a form of torture too.
It is a form of torture. Like, it
is, especially if it's like one of the main dishes, and you put a little on your plate, hoping that, it was infused with the holiday spirit and something overcame to make it better. But it didn't. It ain't nothing worse than like having something take space on your plate, because sometimes you don't want to go back for them seconds, but this needs to be worth it.
And sometimes I just pick up them plates, though that dish, just because out of respect. Like, oh, let me just put a.
That's what it is.
Out of respect.
I don't mind going second because I can ask somebody, someone I trust, because you can't trust everyone's taste buds. How was the potato salad? And I'm already like lactose intolerant, like 50% of the time. So if I'm going to get some mac and cheese or lasagna, like, it has to be worth the impending or possible bubble guts. Like, if it's not even worth it and then I have to suffer, I'm mad at myself.
I never thought about it that way. I'm not lactose intolerant, but I understand it. That's a different level of hurt.
Yes.
Like, I am putting this stomach aches on the line for this food. Yep. And it's not even good?
Nope.
Pero por qué? Why? For what? So I completely get that. I never thought about it in that light. So thank you, Marlu. And for all those other people who are lactose intolerant out there. Yes. However, let's go back to this Friendsgiving. When are you going to have another Friendsgiving? You just did a one and done. Like, you just, and then that was it. So I'm going to just let it be known to the masses.
Let us
see through a pop-in Friendsgiving years ago. Now I have to say years because I can't say.
Pre-pandemic. So, yeah.
Years ago. And now here we are.
I might have to show y'all some pictures, because We had rose petals on the table. We had fish, like goldfish is like, girl, a table scape? She was doing that.
You had the whole thing, and it's like,
Yes,
what happened? What happened?
yes. That was the first time I made my sangria, and I think I might have put some Henny and some Taylor port. And Taylor port basically is Henny, so y'all was getting double dosage. It was a time. It was a time.
It was a time. It was a time. You even coordinated who was studying where. You did the whole thing. You had a whole
I made
vision.
it nice. I made it nice. Yes,
You
yes.
picked it up just to drop us afterwards.
Girl, it's an undertaking. And, listen, I got calls about, oh, so I heard you had a such and such. And I wasn't invited. And, oh, I heard it was, yeah, you heard.
All of that happened?
All of that. All of that. And I don't even think, I might have been on IG, but I don't even think I posted. I don't even think I put people's pictures up. So, but no, people heard. People heard. That's another thing. People feel entitled.
Let's talk about this.
Events and like, it ain't been about you. Like, I'm sure y'all done had many functions, and I never even came to your mind, and that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, girl, it's the thing. No, people have asked, and I'm just like, because you got to update and you got to elevate. I think I wanted to do I think it came out the year before the first Black Panther, and I wanted to do like a Wakanda Forever Black Excellence theme, which is really, it's just a universal theme that can happen anytime because Black is always excellent. But I might want to elevate with a little seafood. I'm not opposed to caviar. Sometimes you gotta put people onto things that maybe they haven't had before. And I'm not gonna front like I had a whole bunch of time, but the few times I've had it, she's enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay. Look at you just thinking about this already. Yeah. So 2023. I think Friendsgiving might be a go.
Can we do it internationally? Because that would be really like amazing. That's
all right, y'all. I hope whoever's hearing this, let's see. I'm curious for 2023 as we're talking about making sure you keep yourself at peace and be around people who you enjoy for the holiday season. Yes. Let's see for November 2023 if we're out the country for Friendsgiving.
Listen, once you can get the group chat out of the group chat and onto an airplane, amazing things can happen.
That is the most difficult thing,
girl,
to do.
Girl, yeah. So, coordinating with people's schedules, letting them know ahead of time if there's like a wedding here, someone's birthday, anniversary, blah, blah, blah. I will say though, I was away right before Thanksgiving and it was lovely. And then I started to envy all the people who were like, oh yeah, I'm not leaving until after Thanksgiving. I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is great. And then they were telling me stories about, this is one couple from Boston. He's like, we usually host every year, but this year I decided to go away. And family members is calling him tight, like highly upset because now they have to figure out where they're going to get the food to put in their own belly. How did that become someone else's problem? Out of spite, I would go out the country every year for Thanksgiving just so y'all could figure it out.
And this is what I'm talking about, that the feelings of expectations of you supposed to be there and just putting up with shit that you don't want to, like, really.
Yeah.
I'm happy they did that. I'm happy they were away.
As he should.
So, that's why we're having this. If however you want to see your Thanksgiving, let it be. However you want to choose to spend your Christmas, let it be. However you want to spend your New Year's, let it be. You should not feel obligated.
Yes.
To be around people you don't want to be around.
Yes. And let me tell you, I start to think about like certain people, let's say if they're in like same-sex relationships, and you can't bring your significant other because maybe your parents know, but they don't want your extended family talking about it. So now you can't even be around the people who you love and you love the most for the holidays to save face for everybody else. Yeah, no.
Mm-mm. No.
Problem. It's a problem.
And it makes the holidays, once again, like lonelier than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Yeah, that depression, I think that also might be a part of what, hits for a lot of people because, it's easy to see everybody with their little low vibrational plates, on IG, but, you know, someone might have passed during that time. Like I've had patients who they've been diagnosed with cancer on Christmas Eve and started their chemo Christmas Day. So, like, how could that ever be the same for, like, whether the kid realizes it or not, or their parents, or, like, people who have just passed right before, or I feel like there's always a fire in the Bronx, like, right before the holidays. And, like, it's not always peaches and cream. And in dealing with that, and, like, why would you want to then go to some place that's going to make you miserable or just remind you of whatever sadness you have going on? Like, don't nobody want that.
No, we're done with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you don't want anyone to dim your light. You don't want anyone to dim your light. And if you feel like your family dim your light, you don't have to be around them,
Yes. Yeah.
For what? Or limit the time you're around them.
I agree. And I feel like, I don't know if it's this generation thing or whatever, but I've come to find that, with whether it's me or a lot of the cousins that I'm close with, like being that one that dares to be different or speak their mind or speak the truth. Listen, there's a lot of things that everybody knows, but they're not willing to say. That's why, when the family used to come together, yet that uncle did this one did that, whatever. But, everyone's going to make it cute and really nice for the holidays. But, sometimes you're like, no, he's very inappropriate or, whatever could be the issue. And you're like, we're not willing to put up with, we're the ones who's going to bear the brunt because we want to go against the grain and we want to, put things out there. And that shit is not easy. A lot of times you will feel very alone and isolated. And you can be not even like 90% right. You could be 100% right, but still feel wrong because everyone else is on that side.
Correct.
Whew.
Correct.
That's another part.
And there's something empowering with saying the truth and telling the truth and not covering up everything with these lies to keep this image of this family of we're so together, Yeah. And it is such a lonely road when you decide to go against the grain.
Right.
And for those people who do, you have family. It might not be by blood, but you do have family,
Yes.
And what you do is not wrong. It's actually the right thing. It's actually the things that we should do to not perpetuate a cycle over and over and over again.
Okay. And trust me, when you're right and when you're telling the truth, you never have to remember it. It is what it is.
I don't remember nada.
Okay. So, yeah, then, hopefully, even if you're not able to have, your significant other or your own set of family where y'all can do your own thing or whatever, you have understanding and people like us because it ain't easy, but you always want to go somewhere where your soul just feels at peace. Like you don't have to pretend, you don't have to second guess. You like, ooh, should I have said that? Like everything ain't for everybody. Sometimes we learn the hard way who to trust and where to go and whatever. But, and it's not to say that we're like hard people and like we're like judge and jury, but I can forgive you, but you also have to show contrition. Like, You know what I mean? We're not just going to pretend because what a year passed and everything's cool. Nah, baby. No.
No.
So, I don't know. I'm going to just look forward to my cremas and coquito and all those little fun stuff. But just know I don't only have to go one place to get it. Because if you acting up one time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, for everyone out there who is struggling during this holiday season, just know it's okay. Just protect yourself, protect your peace. Definitely have the people who you want to be around and surround yourself with. Because honestly, at least it's just once a year. And you can change it however you want to change it, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, at any rate.
Yes, girl. Holiday 2023, we'll see.
Yep. Let's see. Let's see how it is. Let's see how it is for both of us. You know, let's see if we're in this whole other country as you are putting out there into existence for Friendsgiving, you know. Don't I will start looking up tickets. Don't
I'll book something real quick, girl. I just got into lounge life. Yes. Ooh, yes. Now I'll actually show up early at the airport. I'm here for it.
Marlo, please.
What?
I don't think you would.
A little bit.
I don't know how much you would enjoy it.
I mean, a little bit, not a whole lot. Not early flight. Afternoon flight. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On that note, y'all, let us know your thoughts.
Yes.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
All of that. Yes. Tell us the best and worst parts of your holiday. It don't have to be doom and gloom for everybody, but trust me, there are a lot of us that are. Don't say it. So let us know. Hit us up. All right?
All right. Till next time.
Yes, y'all.